You go.
Oh, oh yeah. Hello, I am Alaapo, and I am doing Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back any % run, and I hope I can perform goodly. And I have a good friend and commentator with me.
I'm Merkas. I also run this trilogy, and looking forward to see what Alaapo can do in C2, because that's the one I'm the worst at. So.
Yeah, I hope I can perform, but yeah.
So I'll count you down?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Okay, so we have a cutscene first, obviously, but and intro level, but we just quit out. We don't have to do that. That's the first level done, and we exit the warp room. And so the basic thing is, so like we need to get 5 crystals on every warp room, and then beat the boss for this warp room to continue. And we have a first level, Turtle Boots, and if you want Merkas, I'm trying to do the epic speed tech here.
Yeah, so the main speed tech in the trilogy, or in 2 and 3, is hob sliding, which is what you're going to see Alaapo try and do here, which you move a lot faster than a normal slide spin. And if you drop it, it is also a very demanding tech. So if you drop it, then you have to do it again on a sloped surface or elevated surface. So you see, every time Alaapo jumps, he uses this to start another hob slide, and hob slides can only be done when you do a slide spin jump up to a surface higher than you, so Crash is still slanted in this slide spin animation. And if you land, you get speed, and if you continue slide spinning after that and keep it chained, then you go very fast, like you just saw Alaapo do basically throughout the entire level.
Almost.
It can be very frustrating, because if it drops or your input is a bit off, then you have to do it again, and you can't start it anywhere. So sometimes that will lose a lot of time to fail or not do it perfectly.
Yeah, and so second level, Snow Go. I'm trying to do these whole skips and not fail.
Yeah, so here you will see basically a usage of hob sliding, where Alaapo will try to hob slide over the hole coming up here on the right.
I have a bad spacing, so
that's so. Those holes usually vary a lot on how you approach them, because you do a slide and a spin, and sometimes in those you're more prone to fall than others. So what Alaapo will be doing when you cannot hob slide, like you see here, is just a normal slide spin. So you can put the two differences, or put the two speed techs next to each other, and see how much faster you can actually go by doing it. You also have something called a double slide, which is when you jump, you can and when you jump and land, you can do 2 slides back to back. Only 2. You cannot do more. And for some reason, you have to jump to be able to do it, and then you have to do 2 slide inputs very close to each other when you land, and then you can do that. And you're gonna see that a lot, in between small platforms where you can't necessarily hob slide or slide spin, because it's faster to do a double slide, especially if you land. You will see it in Hang 8. I will try to point it out. Other than that, as the objective is, get 5 crystals, beat a boss, and go to the next one, and do that 5 times, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Alaapo will...
Oh, I got the triple. This is not useful.
Alaapo will try to go through the game with getting some triple mass that are beneficial, and others he doesn't want to get. The one he just got is not one he wants to get, because triple mass will stop and do an animation for a few seconds, and that is usually not fast if the triple mass doesn't necessarily grant you any benefit. And in Crash 1 it grants you a movement boost, but in since we can slide, then it's not beneficial for us other than getting through obstacles. So we want to avoid it unless it's we can use it to abuse cycles or something like. Do you see Alaapo trying to get a hob slide wherever he can, basically? And he also went around that gem, and he will try to avoid a gem a few times throughout the run. Because if you get a gem, you get like a whole cutscene in the warp room where Brio, I think, will talk to you and be like, "Hey, Crash, you got a gem. Collect the gems for me." So it loses a lot more time than we want.
Yeah, it's like 4 seconds for the gem throw and another 4 for the cutscene.
Yeah, so like 8 seconds where you don't want.
Basically. Okay, let's see if I can do the dip hops.
Yeah, so now he's gonna try and do a hob, like...
Okay.
Oh, did not get another try.
What?
Here.
No.
Oh, unfortunate. So what you can do with hob slides sometimes is that you can start them in a bit of, like, should I say, weird ways, where you can start them either... in Crash 2, you start them on a lot of scenery, like left and right. But you can start them under 3 stacks of boxes, so 3 boxes on top of each other. You saw Alaapo do it in Snowgo actually, but it was kind of hard to notice because it lasted for like a second, not even.
Yeah.
Or you can do it dip hobs, where there's a hole where if you go down it, you die. You can kind of like dip into that and still be slanted when you land, so it will trigger a hob slide. So they are very difficult, though. They're known to be very difficult.
Yeah, they are pretty risky hop slides.
Yeah, because if you fail them, you die.
Yeah, basically.
So we're almost already done with the first warp, but we have what I would say like the hardest level in the warp.
Yeah, this is where you gotta go back, basically.
Yeah, so this is one of the 3 levels where you go backwards.
Yeah.
And you will be chased by a boulder.
We get the whole skip. Let's go.
Let's go. So, the whole skip is using. I tried explaining a snowball, but it was hard to show it off there. So, like a whole skip is utilizing hob slides to go like fast over a hole, basically. Like some of the holes you can go over without like a hob slide, just using like the slide spin. But some of them can be very punishing in the terms of like if you drop a hob slide at that point, you will die, or if
your spacing is off, like
if your spacing is off.
Like some hole skips, like they require you to either be on the slide or the spin animation, and the spin animation is basically on the hop slide where you get the speed boost. Slide is just to like extend the tech.
Yeah, I didn't actually talk about that, but in a slide spin, the slide is what gives you the speed. So you want to be in the slide as long as possible and then use the spin to like kind of ease out of it without getting the stop animation that you do after a slide. But in a hob slide, that is the opposite, where you want to be in the slide as little as possible because it's the spin that gives you the speed.
Yes.
So it's like you kind of learn to slide spin and get it rhythm, and then you learn hob sliding, and then it's like opposite of what you're used to.
Yeah.
So it is a bit weird getting used to.
But yeah, our first boss and Ripperoo always does the same thing, so we just wait him to get hit by the TNT and then by the Nitro, and if we have donations, we can like read them, because this is pretty...
Lexi donated $25. Let's go Alaapo.
Thank you.
Lexi also sitting right behind us, so shout out to her.
Shout out.
Yeah, so Ripperoo always does the same thing, and he got a degree from Crash 1 now, like if you say him in Crash 1, so he did well.
Yeah, he's professor now. But yeah, we can get hope slice of Ripperoo. We can just chill when he's just doing his thing with the TNTs.
There's also no RNG to this. He does the same thing every time, and this is also, I would say, a lot easier than the Crash 1 Ripperoo.
It is.
Yeah, because the Crash 1 Ripperoo, like if something goes wrong, you kind of forget how to damage him, and here he kind of damages himself, so it doesn't really... Not many ways to screw up this other than dying.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, that's Warp 1, and we are going to the second one.
I think this is probably like my least favorite warp room.
I think it is. decent, fine.
So what's your least favorite warp?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Casually I like the levels in 4. Playing them speedrun wise, they're not
Yeah,
definitely harder.
they are. But yeah, our second boulder level.
So you saw Alaapo get a bonk hub, as we call it, like where he like bonked Crash like up on the ceiling and got pushed down, so he landed. It's like as I tried saying earlier, like as long as you land while Crash is in that slanted slide spin animation, as you can see there, that is what you want. And Alaapo got a very good hop slide at the beginning, like a really small slope, so he's cruising through this level. Looks really good right now.
It is.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Thanks, Marcus. Really appreciate it.
I love jinxing your run. So you see here the double slides that I was talking about. They are really fast in like spots like he just did right there.
Yeah, double slides are also like, they are very good at like giving you spacing that you would not normally get on like normal slide spins.
And I would say double slide is our newest addition to like movement tech.
I mean, kind
It's been a few years already, but unless we found, I can't remember if we found something after that that is like equal.
I mean, like I think they are being like implemented more now.
Yeah.
Overall than before, because they just give the extra movement and spacing options. But yeah, we have a bear level, cooler bear level. But this is we just boost and jump to get infinite boosts, because there's usually would be a cooldown to the boost, but if we land and press boost immediately, we are gonna get it like 90% of the time, unless the game is trolling you. So this is basically gameplay. If we have donations, we can read those.
Evanisha donated $25. Hiya. Don't know anything about Crash speedrunning, but this looks fantastic. GL Alaapo, hope it goes great.
Thank you.
You'll crash it or something. IDK cold sweat smile.
Also, another person that's sitting right behind us. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, if we can finish this level, then we maybe get to the more juicier parts, as we are at the moment.
Yeah, so Crash 2 kind of introduces us to, well, Crash 1 also has like quote-unquote vehicle levels, but they're very few and far between. Like Hog is like the only one, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then Crash 2 brings a few more where there will be some vehicles in between, like in the level, and then there will be a polar bear, and then some more that we will see more coming up. And then Crash 3 just has vehicles everywhere.
Yeah, that is very true.
So there's runners for all 3 games, and there's different things to learn in all 3. They're different but similar.
Yeah, definitely.
So you will see Alaapo trying to like chain double slides basically, where he will do double slide, slide spin, because that's the shortest air time, while also going fast, and then double slide, slide spin, double slide.
Oh, I got hit. It's fine. But on this level, we take the crystal and we die, and we skip that one checkpoint.
You going for the mine?
You know it.
Okay, let's see.
No empty magic. But yeah, this is like the only level that we finish like with the secret exit nowadays. There used to be 2 on Digging It, was the second one, but we finish air crash by going to secret exit.
I think that was even before my time. So I think people used the Digging It secret exit before hub sliding was found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is faster to finish the level through the secret exit and come from warp 6 to warp 2 again.
Do we know how much faster it is? I forget.
I haven't
so long.
I haven't timed it, but it is faster.
Yeah, it is for sure faster.
That's all we need to know, that it's faster, just forget everything else.
You'll see Alaapo try to get hub slides from like the icy like slopes on the side. This game really is like all about like getting hub slides in the weirdest places, just trying to get in as many hub slides as possible.
Yeah, like you can basically differentiate like good and the best basically on this game by just how they hop slide.
Yeah, you see Alaapo take a damage abuse there to, I think, manipulate this cycle?
Yeah, that crusher.
Yeah.
And we are on a decent cycle here actually.
Ooh. Oh,
Close.
that's close, yeah. So, most of the masks he does not want to use because he has some use for them, either in terms of a triple mask or a damage abuse. So losing an unintentional mask can be really bad for multiple reasons.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how next level goes, because that is very like triple mask dependent level deal. And it's our first sewer level, too.
First out of 3.
Yes.
My knowledge in Crash 2 is limited, despite having a decent-ish time in this game, I would say. Maybe decent too bad.
I mean, it's good. It's good for the time you have been playing, but here we want the triple mask, because there is a lot of, like, on the sewer levels, like, there is a lot of, like, obstacles and enemies.
There is Alaapo like go through some of the enemies or cycles that would damage him, like this lightning here, is he like the nitro. So he just skips past all of that. So the 2 seconds he uses in getting the mask, he saves back by doing this, as well as using these masks to not go on the hang rails, because going on the hang rails is pretty slow.
Yo, we got the jump. That's hard jump, honestly.
That jump would have. I'm surprised you even went for that.
Why not?
Because it can lose you a lot of time. I would be too afraid to go for that, I think.
We are speedrunning here after all.
True.
But yeah, that saves 4 seconds. Like if you just use one mask, but it's so cool, Strat. I cannot.
Yeah, that was a good level.
It was.
Yeah, that was a really good level.
And here is Komodo Brothers, and the bigger one is Mo, and smaller one is Joe, and we spin Joe to Mo 3 times, and he throws the swords. You can manipulate these guys. I find out like we want Joe to land like very close to Mo, and like this, and it's simple as that.
You just want to minimize the travel time that that he does going into his brother.
True, but if we have any donations, we can read.
Yam donated $10. Come on, Tiger.
Yo, shoutouts to Yam, very good Finnish friend and amazing Kingdom Hearts speedrunner. Big love. So yeah, that was Warp 2. We are going to Warp 3.
Already? It goes fast, right?
Yeah.
Just zooms by.
Oh, I almost got the thing where crash slides off and the platform goes up.
So here we go, Plant Food, which is another like river type level.
Yeah.
Pretty annoying level.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for the New Zealand cycle here.
New Zealand cycle.
Okay, dead. Okay, we do normal. Damn, I tried.
Shoutouts to our local New Zealander casually clutching, making all the games really hard.
True.
Thank you. We don't appreciate it.
What?
You make it faster, okay? We appreciate it a little bit.
Well, it was sad that we didn't get it, but it saves like over normal. It saves like 2 seconds. So thanks.
This is like probably the Crash 2 level which I have the most playtime in.
Why?
Because I used to time trial this back in like 2018.
Wait, you time trial?
Yeah, I had a world record on PS4, PC when it like started.
Yo, I have a real OG here.
It was like one of the 2 levels that I did time trials of.
Nice.
But then I got brutally beaten.
Damn.
By much better time trialers.
Oh, I missed the hope slot there. That's so sad.
So again, avoiding the gem, the color gem this time.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have that in this level.
Yeah, I kind of forget about that too. Just think about the normal gems.
Okay, let's see the second chase level and pretty hard one.
This is probably one of the hardest levels in the run. One of, if not the hardest.
And it's the last chase level too.
Yeah.
So instead of a big boulder, we are getting chased by a big polar bear.
Alaapo is going to try and go for a few hold skips here, and it's this one coming up right now that is the hard one.
Can I get...
Let's see. Oh.
No. Damn.
That one is really hard. I cannot do it. And it's like something that I think only like the top runners of this game go for.
Okay.
And it's about like that spot where Alaapo started the hob slide there. That's supposed to give you the proper spacing, and there he got it. That's really, really good.
But thankfully it was second try and not like fifth.
Yeah.
Because that one, it can be tricky, and I have reset a few times here, so...
I think everyone has. I think most people that run this game have reset there.
Yeah.
Even I have reset there because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try it, and then I don't know the setup, and then just fail it.
True.
So yeah, these levels are a lot about like memorization, like learning where gaps and stuff are, because you want to be able to hob slide as much of it as possible, as you saw Alaapo do, and it's really...
Oh, I forgot to jump down. Okay, my bad. I did the spacing wrong.
Polar can be, if you like mess up the spacing, like if you mess a jump and something like that, it's really hard to, really easy to like forget what to do, like because you have like a muscle memory, and then something stops that, and then it changes. But overall, like I think you showed off the level pretty well.
I hope so.
In spite of the
that polar was completely I a little bit zoned out. I have to say. Like I usually do that small jump, but I just did full boost instead. So
it's okay. We can be friends. I'm also used to dying to vehicle levels in marathons.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So here is one of the infamous levels from for casuals, where you don't have a lot of...
Oh, I got spin timered.
Yeah, so what Alaapo tried to do is glitch high. I haven't explained the glitch high. I'm going to go into that real soon. Yeah, like that, exactly. You can use that to get over a lot of gaps. It was in the original as a glitch, but they decided to keep it in for NST and Sane Trilogy. So, because it's such a big part of what makes the originals, basically. Like, everyone knew how to do it. Even as a casual, most casuals knew how to do it. So I'm very glad we have it there. And you do a slide, jump, and then a spin within like a second of the jump. Like a second and a half, and then you get more height by doing it that way. And if you don't get the spin, then you don't get the height, and that's what happened to Alaapo in the beginning there. So...
Yeah, that was unfortunate. And I want these masks, so... And the cycle was pretty not optimal because I died, sadly. But I hope we can bring this back.
Yeah, you definitely aren't doing bad at all. So
I think I'm not doing as well as I want to, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's the marathon luck, you know. Like it happens. It happens. Just make the best out of it and go fast. You're still going super fast.
Yeah. But yeah, well, our second super level, and we are trying to get cycle here.
Also wants to keep this mask. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we got the triple mask. Let's go. That is very important because we have a lot of enemies and hazards overall here, like enemies, nitros, and all the stuff.
So you see how much like hazards he just skipped by doing that?
And under.
That's insane.
Yo, let's go. We beat the cycle. Let's go. Insane.
Then you have to go left and then right. There's a few like branching paths in. There's a few branching paths in Crash 2, and we will either go one direction, get something, go the other direction because we need a crystal like here. But as you saw earlier in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went left instead of right. Dude, I just could not remember the name. I was like,
It's fine.
yeah. So now here we come to another bear level.
Neither can I. Like half of these levels.
Yeah, and it's something about Crash 2 levels. They don't stick to me. While Crash 3 just maybe because I have like 800 more hours in Crash 3, but you know.
True. But yeah, this is our second and last polar level for any percent. We have a third level, but it's only played on completion categories, like 100% and 102. And these are like, once you like learn these levels, you always do the same thing, and the same thing happens, usually.
Yeah, it's kind of, it just becomes muscle memory really fast. These levels aren't really like an issue for very long.
Yeah.
It's the same with like similar vehicle levels in Crash 1 and 3. Because like each game has like this, what should I say, mascot that you ride. Crash 1 has the hog, Crash 2 has Polar, the polar bear, and Crash 3 has Purra, the tiger. Purra best pet, but you know, we can debate that one another day. Not debating with Chad or anyone else. Purra is the best, hands down.
I think they are decent overall. But yeah, that's again the boss time. This is going decent.
Goes so fast. Our favorite boss, our favorite guy.
Yo, Tony Tiger.
So here we have Tiny Tiger. He can be a bit wonky. Sometimes he kind of gets his own will and does what he wants to do instead of what we want him to do. So, but we have like a setup and a specific amount of jumps we want to do and where we want to jump to make him fall as fast as possible. So that is what we're gonna try and do. And sometimes he decides that, no, I'm not gonna do that, and he jumps over or jumps diagonally without us even trying to have him do that.
Oh, he's behaving. Let's go.
I still have last face, man. Why are you saying anything?
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh, looks good. Perfect.
Where it is? Here. Let's go.
And Tiny behaved. Live.
Crazy.
Can't believe he did. He never behaves offline or like in runs, so I don't know.
I don't know. Now nobody has a reason to complain. He worked. On live setting too. Yeah, that was Warp 3 and we are going to Warp 4 now.
Alaapo's favorite.
Yeah, my favorite. I cannot wait to get demolished. Hopefully not, but let's see. Behaving. This is first like B level. I don't know what these are called, but they're Bs. Like be yourself.
Yeah, so you see this purple like dirt that Alaapo is like sliding and double sliding over. If you press spin while being over that, you actually burrow crash into the ground and you can like move underground. So if he drops a hob slide here or drops a double slide, it's very likely that he will start burrowing. So it's even more important to not drop the speed tech hole. You scared me there.
Yeah. What is... Did get my slide?
Slide.
Oh, back here. What?
Oh. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. You know, it's the NST marathon. Something always has to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, what happened is that Alaapo got like a double slide, and then if you don't get the second slide, which is pretty hard to do all the time, because we continuously do double slides and we're bound to mess up some of them. And then if you do, normally you do like a jump, because you buffer it.
Oh, I fall on the...
Walking on the nitro? Magician?
Yo. New tech.
So nitros are supposed to explode, but you know, they got to give some leeway to Alaapo. They thought like, okay, it's time to let him be for this one.
Thanks, Dan.
These nitros looks a bit suspicious.
True.
Okay, that's a secret exit. I'm not gonna try and make anything funny out of it.
Wow, I'm missing these B hops. Like they are pretty precise, to be honest.
Yeah, you can get a hop slide off the like small like sides of the V-hubs there. They're pretty hard to get. But yeah, as I said, you can do like a double slide and then you jump. So you buffer the jump, but if the second double slide doesn't, or the second slide of the double slide doesn't come out, you will get like a high jump like what Alaapo did, and if you will often be too short to actually be able to make the gaps that you want to make.
Well, that was...
It's a bad beginning to the rest of a perfect Warp 4.
Oh boy.
That's what it is. For now, it's pure perfection, I believe.
Thanks.
So Ruination, which is another ruin type level where he will be doing some sketchy jumps.
Oh boy, they truly are kind of sketchy.
And jump over this first flame, which has a way worse hitbox than it seems, by the way. These flames have way worse hitbox than it seems. And we'll be doing this corner jump. So this is probably the most like precise platforming in Crash 2. Oh,
the Nitro.
Nitro can also decide to jump and just take your mask on at will.
Yeah, it can.
We don't like that.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, height.
Let's see here. This is like the sketchy. Oh, nice. It's a good
corner. Okay,
oh.
That's fine.
These jumps are very sketchy.
Oof. Okay.
There we go. That's sick.
Not over yet. Logs. Oh, let's go.
Great. That was a pretty good level. Decent.
Well, it was better than the last one, in my opinion, at least. The behaving was probably like, I don't know. It was something.
It's Warp 4. It's allowed to be. It's allowed to be sketchy. Warp 4 is a sketchy level, a sketchy warp after all.
It is true. They are hanging out because I have 2 masks. I'm trying to get the strat here, which is pretty precise. If I fail this hop, I'm not gonna get it. So.
Oh, nice. Triple mask in this level is extremely important.
It is like super, important.
Saves a lot of time. So you really want 2 masks going into this level. So it's important that Alaapo did not die in Ruination, so that he can keep 2 masks for this level.
Yeah, and get the 2 masks, because those logs could have just hit me and...
Yeah.
And this triple is very important, because with this triple I can just go through the hot pipes.
And skip the entire... Oh, I did not know you could just like go through that.
That's actually a strat for the guard cycle, but I failed it. I'm not gonna make this. Like, this triple mask is usually like it goes over that barrel.
Oh, okay.
And this guy would have stopped the electricity, but it's a minor time loss. But
yeah.
Also, otherwise it was good level.
Yeah, you got the mask and you got to show it off as it should, other than like a
almost
small cycle.
Yeah, that probably lost like a little bit of time, but it's like nothing in a sense. But yeah, and I also took the damage because I want to have a 1 mask entering digging it, because we have also triple mask strat here, but we don't want the first triple mask. And we start the hop slide by going backwards. And this level is even though I said like Warp 4 is not my favorite warp, I think this level is like the best in Warp 4 in a sense. Like, if you can get the hop slides and strats, this is a very like fun level.
This is a very like Crash 3 feel to it, where you hop slide through like for a longer amount of time.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped it. Sad.
I'm impressed you know the backups to this, like all the spots.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you should.
Yeah, I do not know the backups. I know that one, actually. I do know that one.
Like, it is very important to know the backup. Okay, I could have made that cycle. I was just waiting it out.
So you saw Alaapo there, because you can, even if you don't move, if you keep the slide spin, he was still holding the hob slide, so he like kept hob sliding into the left and then saved it until the electricity was gone and then continued it.
Yeah, but you need to hold the direction still, but
Yeah,
you don't
cannot
have to like move.
Yeah. You need to hold forward or whatever direction you're going, but
Oh.
oof. Good thinking there, because I would have probably tried to jump and died.
I have to play smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost got the turnaround strat. Damn. Well,
Do you see when he if he drops hob slides like that, he can just like immediately go into like double slides instead of like trying to find a spot. Like if there's no spot for hob slides nearby and it's like a short duration, then you can just like double slide to try and do it. Here comes Cold Hard Crash. I almost said Cold Hard Crush.
I mean, it's almost same.
Cold Hard Crash, which a lot of people just absolutely hate this level. You will see Alaapo like not take the first 2 masks here, unless you have like a damage abuse like strat for the second mask.
No.
No, okay. So you will avoid.
I actually got jumped at this very wonky ice pad, by the way.
Yeah, I can go into that in a moment. He will try to get a hob side here.
Oh, I actually got it, but
Oh. Now he will get the second mask, because now he has to back up, because he wants to have a triple mask later in the level.
I actually accidentally triggered the second crusher. Well, that's fine.
He will take this mask now, because he needs it.
Over the penguin. And to the death route, this is like way faster than the normal routing.
So when ice transitions in this game, like you see there, Alaapo just got a hob slide, because transitioning in ice here, that was also a very cool way to get that mask. I love that.
I didn't get the cool strat, but you actually don't get the hob slide from transitioning into the ice. There's boxes that you bonk. Oh, I got that. Well.
Do you bonk off the boxes before? Is that how? Oh, okay. But you can get it from transitions where.
I mean, you can. Oh, that was bad. Bad position for penguin. I didn't check that.
A bit unfortunate that he lost that mask, because he would have wanted to have that into Warp 5.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, we can reroute to the point where it's not much.
No, I don't even have to reroute. I'm gonna do the.
Oh, you're doing that route regardless.
I'm gonna do the epic damageless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, War 4. Take it as it is, I guess.
Went as expected for Warp 4, I would say.
Yeah, at least for me. Like I have had few unfortunate Warp 4s before.
It's really hard. It's a really hard warp. So, all things considered, I think you did pretty well.
So far, until engine, I'm gonna actually try to focus.
Yeah. So here, Alaapo is gonna try to get a certain amount of Wumpas into the engines or into the arms, so that he can kill them both at the same time, and that requires to end them both very near each other. Let's see here. Unfortunate.
I think this is one hit away, and
yeah.
I missed one on the left one, so. No, it was two. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, so what is optimal there is that you get them both at the same time, so that you don't have to go through the whole like zigzag motion again. And you cannot get double shoulders in this. That is only in the original version of the game.
Yeah.
So we're a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate.
If someone can find it, we would be very happy. So if someone's watching and you want to try and find something, then you're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible, but you're welcome to try. We welcome any time save.
But yeah, double arms is like a very big strat on like top level. Like it's a 15-second time save. Also, I'm gonna position myself here and do the damage as last phase. Oh, nice. And there we go.
So normally, if you don't know how to do the damageless one, and I don't think there's a lot of people who know,
yeah,
you'd use a mask there to damage abuse through that laser and then jump to the side to do the same thing that Alaapo did. What Alaapo did is better.
Oh, also Brio.
Yeah, and now he...
Because I got that gem on Gold Heart.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, and now we lost like the full 10 seconds for those two cutscenes. I mean, when we throw the gem and Brio just comes and says something.
There we go, Night Fight, which is a dark gimmick kind of level where you have what's that called? A firefly?
Yeah.
A firefly that follows you and lights it up.
Oh.
You don't have it, it's very dark, and you're not supposed to be able to see much. In NSD, you actually see a lot. You actually see quite a bit when you don't have it, as long as your screen setting so set
Yeah.
pretty bright.
This screen is pretty dark, to be honest.
I haven't noticed. Oh yeah. I noticed earlier in the save screen, actually.
Yeah.
So here there would be like a lot of double slides and a lot of like side spins. I'm actually surprised there are not like more ways to like hop side in these levels, or in this level.
I mean, there is like before these nitros, there is that one rock on the left.
Yeah.
But it is very like.
It's very full of holes and not very many ways to skip them, and but this technically, like if it had like more hole skips and more ways to like hop side, you could. This would be one where we would want to like hop side throughout the entire level, but it's simply not possible.
But there is like a new bonk strat on the triple stack there was, but I didn't just go for it. It's 2 seconds and
Yeah.
gotta wanna try to get these piston levels down now.
So
Where
now
we need for both we need 2 masks.
So now comes the futuristic type levels that are very hard and have the most annoying enemies in the trilogy.
True.
We'll see Alaapo try and get a cycle here. I love the theme of these levels, but I hate playing them. Those tentacles can be very deceiving in the way their hitboxes are.
Nice. So far so good. Okay, and now for the rest. There is one piston at the end of the level that we want to beat usually, and I hope I can reach it now. Yo, this looks good.
Let's see.
Yo, easy.
Let's go.
And I got zapped. What?
That is what I was talking about. The worst enemies in the game,
Ooh.
where they will look like they're not damaging you. Like he had his tentacles up, which means that you should be able to like slide or spin him. But Alaapo did, and he got hit.
Yeah, like that was weird.
Yeah, that was.
Like usually that enemy should not hit you. Maybe I was a little bit too early with the mask because that is a thing. Like,
would you not want to do pack attack now for like the mask?
well, that was good point, but we are already here, so.
Okay, all right. My thinking is good. Okay, I do know this game a bit. So Alaapo normally would have wanted 2 masks in this level, but 1 is also fine. You can also make do with 1 for sure. You see him use the 1 mask like that there.
Oh, I was too slow.
This is a bit of a gauntlet.
Oh my. We are just. I should have gotten the second mask from back attack now when I think about it, but it's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, this level is also like very double slide and. Oh, where was this? New cycle discovered? Oh, I didn't get that slide there.
Cheeky attempt at a hop slide there over a gap.
Yeah.
So now we have the most exciting levels in the game left.
Yeah, we have.
Most exciting gameplay, where we will be using a jetpack that barely functions. No,
It functions fine on any percent.
yeah. It's just that if you have to get boxes and you have to turn around, then it gets really wonky.
Yeah.
But it's fine for any percent. It's very. This is. I don't know if I should say my least favorite vehicle. It's only my least favorite vehicle in completion.
I mean, yeah, that's fair because the controls are pretty janky overall.
Yeah.
And
So you'll just try to avoid the hazards in this level that move around and try and just go forward and get these guys out of the way.
yeah,
They're pretty straightforward.
this is pretty straightforward. You just hold the acceleration button, which is your choosing. I personally use R2, but yeah.
Does anyone use anything else?
I don't know. I think I've seen somebody use X.
Oh. I've always used R2, I think, for this.
Oh,
So, do you slide with circle or R1?
R1.
Okay. I wanna debate on what's the best. If you say circle, you're wrong.
Yeah, there was like very weird. I got damaged by that one scientist, but you usually like beat
Yeah,
or not get hit.
but you don't really need that mask, right? So
Yeah, we only need one mask for this level or the last pack level because we wanna damage abuse from the first scientist. So let's see.
this is actually the last level of the run.
Yeah,
Except for the boss.
like actual last level.
It goes really fast.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So you can see Aku just like flying behind and watching Crash. Very ominously. I think Aku is the evil one.
Maybe he is. Who knows?
He's been behind everything.
But yeah, this scientist with just damage abuse, and we have good cycles for the rest.
Just hold forward.
True.
Isn't that every Crash game? Just hold forward?
Yeah, kind of.
Except for the best Crash game, the GBA ones, where you hold right.
Yeah. Oh. Was I too fast for this guy? Oh, I
I don't think
know.
you slowed down at any point, so...
I don't know. I didn't want to die because I didn't collect any checkpoints, so if I would have gotten zapped,
So
that
now
would have been like back to the beginning.
now we have the last boss, which is an extremely difficult and long and tedious boss fight.
And yeah.
Cortex, you all know Cortex, right?
Yeah, I know that guy.
Throughout this marathon, you will see a lot of Cortex. A lot of Cortex, actually.
True. It is Cortex Strikes Back after all. Yeah,
Why is Cortex Strikes Back first?
I don't know.
Should be the last. Or the second.
But yeah, we hit Cortex 3 times and the timing ends on the
So
2 confirmation.
time is coming up real soon,
Yeah.
actually.
So we're gonna hit Cortex pretty much on the same spots every time.
So
Nothing real fancy.
we're closing in now, and then...
Yo, camera angle.
And...
time.
And that was a great show of skill from Alaapo.
Wow.
If you want to see more of Alaapo, his username is on the screen. Check him out on Twitch.
Yeah, I usually stream there and Bandicoot games.
He does a lot of different Crash Bandicoot, not only this game. So if you're interested in Crash Bandicoot in any capacity, feel free to check that out. There's also 3 more Crash Bandicoot events coming up at this Crash Bandicoot runs coming up at this event.
True.
So if you want to watch them, keep an eye out.
Yeah, like there is Crash 4 and Crash 3 2 times. One is remastered too by my good commentator. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Crash donated $5. Whoa.
Good one. But yeah, I think that was nice. If we have to, we can just move along.
Thanks for us.
Yeah, thanks for having
us.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.